Hey everybody, welcome to day 3 of my 30-day health conscious challenge. Today is Sunday, which typically meant that our daily workout would mostly consist of yoga and stretching. But today I wanted to do a fun highlight on the benefits of karate with my husband Nolan. Let's do it.
Hey guys, Nolan here, Vanessa's husband. I'm here today to show you guys some basic warm-ups and stretches for Isshinryu Karate. I've been training Isshinryu Karate since 2003 with my sensei George Shin, so I'm excited here to be a part of Vanessa's video, bringing you guys some karate basics. Alright guys, in Isshinryu Karate, we have 3 main stances. We have Seisan stance, Seiyuchin stance, and cat stance. So first up, Seisan. Put your left foot in front, your right foot in the back, square stance even with your shoulders. Okay, take your lead arm, which is going to be your left, and match it up with your left leg. We're going to step together to distribute the balance, and then slide forward. Good job. Stepping back. Cat stance. This is used mostly for retreat. So the opponent is moving towards you, you're sliding back from the opponent. In practice, we move forward and back to learn how to be balanced. Okay, so we're going to start with our left foot forward. Now you're going to imagine there's a line straight in front of you. Okay, and we're going to stay on that line the whole time. About 80% on your rear leg, about 20% on your front leg. Hands up, okay, and step up. Third stance, known as horse stance or Seiyuchin stance. This one's going to work a bit of flexibility and balance, but it's also one of your most powerful stances where we throw the side kicks out. So you're going to be wide stance, push your knees out in line with your toes. You're going to feel a stretch in your groin. Okay, keep your torso upright and your shoulders square. You're going to step together to distribute your weight and then change. All right, Seiyuchin stance, wide. Standing upright, here we go. Going back, facing the other direction. Alright guys, so once you have your 3 stances down and you've played with that a little bit, you can move on to learning the upper body and lower body techniques in karate. So we're just going to give you a little sampler of that today. We're going to start with the middle block. 2 strikes, just a basic movement. We're going to move across the floor, and we're going to use the very first stance that we went over today, the Seisan stance. So starting off, we're going to have both hands on the hips. We're going to be in an even stance, okay? We're stepping forward, middle block, left foot, left arm, 2 strikes, okay? Stepping forward, right hand, right foot, 2 strikes. Make sure that you're striking to the solar plexus. Okay, here we go. Stepping back, middle block, 2 strikes. All right, guys, a sample for the lower body technique is going to be the front kick, okay, and then the snap kick. Okay, so we're going to go forward and back using those 2 basic kicks. Just technique-wise, when you face me, Vanessa. So the front kick and the snap kick are going to be thrown using the balls of the feet. So you want to curl your toes back, you don't want to toe plant, otherwise you might break your toes. Okay? So other point that's important too is that we always pull the kick back. We never want to throw kicks and leave them out sloppy. There should always be a recoil, just like there is with punches. We're going to have our left foot forward, okay, right foot in the back, square stance, knees bent comfortably. Keep your guard up. Okay, front kick. Coming back, snap kick. All right, guys, I know I'm giving you a crash course today, but we've learned our 3 stances, Seisan, Seiyuchin, cat stance, and then we've started to dive into the upper body and lower body techniques. Once you start to get comfortable with that, you move on to paired choreographed movements or katas. So the first 2 that you would learn is the 3 count and the 9 count. Both of them utilize a variation of the cat stance or the T stance. So Vanessa's just starting to learn karate. She's a white belt, so I'm running her through these movements. So I'm going to kind of teach her the 9 count as we go. So let's go ahead and get into the stance. Right foot back, left foot in front. So this again is the retreat stance. So imagine we've slid away from the opponent and then we're going to re-engage. Okay, so I'm going to step in, jab, strike, back fist, strike, double block. Okay, roundhouse kick, middle block, strike, kick, 2 strikes, and reset. Pretty good. Okay, let's try it on the other side. Okay, right foot in front. I'll walk you through it again. About 80% on the rear leg, about 20% on the front leg. The reason for that is if Vanessa tries to kick my leg out, okay, I want to be light on my feet. Okay, if I've got tons of weight on there and she kicks my leg out, it drags me down. So be light on that lead leg, about 80% on the rear leg, 20% on the front leg. Okay, right foot in front.
This is tough because I'm a lefty, so we'll see.
Okay, here we go. Strike, strike, back fist, strike, double block, roundhouse kick, middle block, strike, front kick, 2 strikes. Slide on the line. Good job. It's 9 count.
All right.
Here's a fun challenge from karate. When you start karate, you have to learn how to fall. If you start sparring, it is inevitable that you're going to fall on your butt, you're going to fall on your back, fall on your neck. You need to make sure that you learn how to fall properly and roll so that you don't injure yourself. So Vanessa just started working on this like 20 minutes ago. So we're going to go over the forward roll. So in full speed, like if you were to trip, you need to be able to roll out of it, okay? And you need to be smooth as you do it. So again, I'm tucking my chin, I'm rolling over my shoulder, and then back to my feet. Not everybody's going to be able to jump right into that, so we have to go to the basics first. So I'm going to go ahead and put my right foot on the ground. My left arm is going to be right underneath my shoulder. Okay? From here, I'm going to wind up like I'm going to punch somebody or elbow somebody, and I'm going to tuck my chin into my armpit and punch through my armpit and get low to the ground. Right there, my momentum starts to come forward as I punch. The point of contact is my shoulder as I tuck, and then I just roll right on through. One more time, then Vanessa can give it a shot. Okay? I want to create momentum. Okay? Push the boulder down the hill, give it a little nudge. Okay, then technically I want to shove my chin and punch through my arm, and it's important as I go through the roll that I'm going to hug my knee the entire time so I'm tight into a ball. Again, tight into a ball. All right, Vanessa's turn.
Okay. Practice makes progress. Alright, so that was a little karate session from Nolan. The reason I wanted to put karate with spiritual health for today's episode is because karate seems to affect you a little bit more than just self-defense. So how has karate benefited you in your life?
I mean, I started training when I was 13. So I think that was a really positive philosophical influence for me as a kid at a really impressionable time in my life. I think the biggest thing with karate is, as my karate sensei George Shin would always stress to us, that you need to attain this balance, this triangle of your mental, physical, and spiritual health, and they all need to be in balance with each other. So that definitely got through to me at a young age. And I think the other big part of karate is you're always striving for something. There's a lot of discipline involved, and if you have a good teacher, you know, he stresses that it's not just about fighting. You know, karate is really just a vehicle to live your life by, and it creates this preparedness for really any situation or scenario that you find yourself in, whether it's mental or if it's a physical one. And then when you kind of find that balance between all things, you kind of develop almost this higher purpose from it, and that's where the spiritual aspect comes into play. So karate's been really good for me. It's been something that's kept me grounded since I was a teenager.
Very good. Well, thank you for today. All right, that was a fun workout with Nolan. Now let's take the time to talk a little bit about spiritual health. For the first week of the challenge, I am going to define each component of health, and then throughout the month, we will work on breaking down those definitions to get a better understanding. Remember that a good exercise while you're learning about each component is to think about how it could be unhealthy. So as we have learned the last 2 days, health is the ability to live a quality life to its fullest potential. And thinking about spiritual health, that's probably the most personal piece of the puzzle when it comes to achieving overall health, and it can mean different things to different people across many cultures. So a person's spirit can be hard to define, but I've been able to find some key words that are related to spirituality. Those are hope, purpose, and peace, and can also be seen as positivity, meaning, and balance. When keeping those words in mind, we can conclude that spiritual health is the ability to find meaning and purpose in human existence while keeping a positive outlook on the future. Regardless of whether you believe in a particular religious faith, there's always something to be learned about how you see yourself in the world. You can become more resilient in life by properly addressing your spiritual health and defining your own values, ethics, and morals. With that being said, think about if you have hope, purpose, and peace in your life and how that can be affecting your spiritual health. Do you believe that you have a good understanding of your own values, ethics, and morals? Do you think that by improving your spiritual health, you could better the quality of your life? Alright everybody, thank you so much for joining me on day 3 of my 30-day health conscious challenge. I hope you guys had some fun watching Nolan and I do karate. And learned a little bit about spiritual health. We're gonna start a fresh new week with a full body HIIT circuit on Monday, and we'll also be focusing on learning about our physical health. I hope you're having a relaxing rest of your Sunday. Make sure to rest and recover, and I'll see you tomorrow.